Good afternoon and welcome to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies have been eyeing a district championship all year long, and tonight just one win away from securing the 2024 district title. Phillies 23-8 on the year, 10-11 in District 2-3A play, their last District 2-3A contest of the year before they start their playoff run, and they take on the Lady Lopes from Abernathy, 0-15, 0-11 in district play. So a dangerous Abernathy team, nothing to lose. They know this is their last game of the year, looking to make a splash to end the season, trying to win their first district game in the last 2 years. Shallowater trying to finish off a district championship season and build some momentum as they, or continue to build momentum as they head into the playoffs. Welcome into the First United Bank pregame show here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Nathan Riojas here with you, Zach Cole, Angel Flores, Mia Davidson, bringing you this production. Really appreciate all of our students that make this possible, and of course Jake Warren helping us out as always. And we are already underway, Senior Day festivities here as the Phillies host their last home game. We'll pause for a second for the national anthem. Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. We're just about set for first pitch. Again, we we recognize the future Phillies that play in the Shallowater Youth Softball League. Right before the game, we're about to start senior night festivities for the Philly seniors playing their last home game tonight. Again, their last District 2-3A contest, hoping to finish off a district championship here tonight. The Phillies have won 16 of their last 17. They're 10-1 in District 2-3A standings. Their only loss a week ago, or just over a week ago, 10 days ago, at Slayton. So Slayton got payback. Phillies had beaten the Lady Tigerettes here in Shallowater 7-4 back in March, but they go to Slayton, and Slayton gets revenge. Phillies had actually jumped out to a 5-0 lead, but Slayton ran off 14 in a row, hand the Phillies their first loss, but the Phillies bounced back with 2 consecutive wins. They went to Liberty. They won that one 11-7 and had a big game Saturday at Childress. They win that one 7-0 to give themselves a chance for an outright district championship this afternoon. Again, the Phillies at 10-1 in district play. That lone loss to Slayton, the only blemish on their district record, and they are ahead of Childress and Slayton in the standings, who are both 9-2. So the Phillies can win today. They'll be outright district champions. Childress and Slayton actually play this evening too. The winner of that game will be the 2 seed. Now, if Slayton can win that game and pair that with an Abernathy win here in Shallowater, they would actually claim a share of the district championship, and we'd have a tiebreaker for the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. But the Phillies can take care of all of that, be the 1 seed out of District 2 going into the playoffs with a win here this afternoon. They played Abernathy in Abernathy back on March 23rd. They won that one 15-0. You take a look at that score again, 15-0. Brindley Currington was 3 for 3 in that game, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Jordan Medina, 1 of 5, but she had 2 RBIs. Phoenix Navahar, 1 for 3, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Jaden Luna was 1 for 2. Kaylee Olivo, 1 for 2. They each walked twice. Cambry Baker was 2 for 4 in that game with 3 RBIs. Emma Davis, another solid 7 innings of work in that game, only gave up 1 hit and struck out 10. So, again, 15-0 last time these two teams played. Abernathy is winless in district play, but they know today will be their last game. You know, they'll kind of makes for a dangerous team. You know, they're going to leave it all out on the field, try to get there, try to go out on a high note and maybe build a little momentum going into next season. They were 0-10 in district play last year, 0-11 this year. They want to try to break that streak heading into next season. Again, the Fillies, who have a handful of seniors that will all start tonight, all 6 of them in the starting lineup. Gabby Caro out in left field. Emma Davis will start at shortstop tonight. Mackenzie Rodriguez will start at second base. Jordan Medina will start at third. Des Johnson will start out in right field, and Natalie Cuevas will start out at first base. So all 6 seniors for the Fillies going to start their last appearance here in Shallowater. And this season has gone by really quickly, but again, a great year for the Fillies. 10-1. They've got sole possession of first place right now as Cambry Baker warms up in the circle. She'll start for the Fillies today, and they know that if they're the 1 seed coming out of District 2, they'll face the 4 seed out of District 1 in the playoffs. And right now it looks like that's either going to be Dalhart or Tulia. So as soon as we know what the Fillies playoff matchup will be, we'll pass that along. Be sure to follow the Shallowater Sports Network on social media, and we'll get that posted. We'll let you know, and whatever information you may need to know about tickets and all that too, we'll pass that along as we are at playoff time now for the Fillies and the Mustangs in softball and baseball. And should be a lot of fun as this school year starts to wind down here in 2024. And we mentioned the Fillies with a big win on Saturday against Childress. They win that one 7-0 to give themselves a shot at an outright district championship today. They got 7 runs on 10 hits and 2 Childress errors. 4 of those runs were earned. They did strike out 12 times. Ansley Parr, one of the best pitchers in the district, maybe other than what the Fillies have on their staff, pitched another great game, got 12 Philly strikeouts, but Emma Davis matched it. She only gave up 2 hits, walked 1, 0 earned runs, and Emma struck out 10. Emma was also 2 of 4 at the plate. She had a home run, 3 RBIs, and scored 2 runs. We are just about ready to go. Natalie Romo, center fielder for Abernathy, will lead off. First pitch, bunted towards the first base side. Medina comes in to field it, and it is in time at first base to Natalie Cuevas to get the first out of the game. So Jordan had to come a long way for that 5-3 put out. And now Molly Shipley, the Lady Low pitcher, steps into the batter's box with 1 away. She looks at a ball that was upstairs. I'm still filling in my scorebook. Abernathy was really late in getting us their lineup today. As Shipley takes ball 2. She's ahead in the count now. So I'll have to fill in the Abernathy side as I go along. That one up and away for ball 3, so a 3-0 count here for Molly Shipley. Drives that one into right field. Just too short for Des to get to. She's rounded first, on her way to second. She will slide in for a 1-out double. So she got a 3-0 count. Got a good pitch to hit. And that line drive was just shallow enough that Des couldn't get to it. So now a runner in scoring position for Kendall Miller. She squares the bunt and fouls it back. Miller, the second baseman for these Lady Lopes. Oh, 1 lifted out to left field. Gabby Caro's got it for out number 2. She had to come all the way to the left field line, but 2 away. For the cleanup hitter, Riley Rexrod. Riley, the third baseman, a lefty with a swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 away, runner in scoring position here for Rexrod. Looks at that one low and away to even the count. 1-1 on the way from Baker. Looked like it caught the outside corner. Might have been a little bit low. Brindley Currington turns around to ask the umpire, and he says it was outside. She comes back inside and gets the foul ball from Riley, so 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away here in the top of the first. That one outside to make it 3-2. On the way, and that one does catch the outside corner for strike 3 and out number 3. Backwards K will send the Fillies to the plate in the bottom of the first. We'll step away here on the Shallowater Sports Network, but we'll be right back with more Phillies softball. One hit, zero runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base in the top of the first for the Lady Lopes here in the District 2-3A finale between the Lady Lopes and the Shallowater Fillies. Senior night gonna be led off for the Fillies by Brindley Currington. Again, all 6 Philly seniors will be in the starting lineup today. But Brindley, like she has all year, going to lead off. Brindley was 2 for 4 on Saturday in that big game against Childress. She looked at ball 1, so it's 1-0. Turns on one that was inside, jammed her, and a 5-3 put out. Riley Rexrod fielded that one and got it to first for out number 1. Jaden Luna now, center fielder for the Phillies, steps into the box. She was 1 for 4 on Saturday, scored a run. And that 7-0 win over Childress. When you're trying to win a district championship, they're all important. You need to win all of them. They come in 10-1, but that one on Saturday was huge against the Childress team to give them their second loss in district play. So Childress and Slayton behind the Fillies at 9-2 in the district standings. The Fillies can get an outright district championship with a win today. Right now, Jaden Luna was about to say ahead in the count 3-0, but takes that strike, so it's 2-1. That one was elevated to now 3-1. Jaden looks at one that was outside, just caught the corner to make this a full count. Two on the way, and she gets a swing and a miss for out number 2. And now Emma Davis, the first of 6 Philly seniors to step to the plate this afternoon. Turns on one, puts this one into deep left center field. It's not going to hold it, folks. That one is gone. So she jumps on the first pitch and takes it out of the park. Good way to start this senior night for the Philly seniors. First senior that comes to the plate takes one deep to left center field. Take a look at that replay. That was a no-doubter. There's not any signs on the outfield fence, but that was gone by a good 20 feet at least. That one was out of here. Going to make its way on to 1294. So 1-0. Her second homer in as many games. She homered in that game against Childress. Had 3 RBIs and scored 2 runs. Now Jordan Medina, another senior, steps up to the plate. She looks at ball 1. That one was on the inner half of the plate to even the count. So 1-0, courtesy of Emma Davis, already giving herself some run support. Giving Cambry Baker some run support. I'm just used to saying giving herself run support, but Cambry in the circle this afternoon. That one was just fouled. Jordan almost had a hit down that third base line. But it's 1-2 now with 2 away. Two and two now. That one inside, she rolls it to shortstop. Gonna be a close play at first base, but it's in time. So 1 hit in the bottom of the first inning for the Phillies, but it was a big one. Solo home run from Emma Davis to left center field, a no-doubter. And it's 1-0 as we head to the second. We'll be right back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies with a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the second inning. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Lady Lopes from Abernathy. Brianna Shorter will lead off. Abernathy shortstop. Emma Davis now in the circle. So Camry Baker started this game. Emma in the circle now here in the second inning. She had a solo home run there in the bottom of the first to make this 1-0. Turned on the first pitch that she saw and sent it way out of here. The wind is really blowing straight from behind the third base dugout. We've got a good westerly wind, so it's really blowing it from left to right. The way you look at it on your TV screen, there's a drive into right field right at Des Johnson, and Des pulls it in. Well hit ball from Brianna Shorter, just a tough break as she lined it right to Des out in right field. Out number one here in the top of the second, Addie Lease. Kind of hard to see on that replay. That was a well hit softball into right field. Now Addie Lease in the batter's box, another lefty for this Lady Lope team. Looks at strike number one on the outside corner. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. And the strikeout on 3 pitches for Emma Davis. It's out number 2 here in the second. That'll bring Pilar Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez, Abernathy's catcher. This one fouled straight up behind the plate. Brindley will give it a look. It's going to stay in play, but the wind moved that one a lot. You can tell by the way Brindley, it went above where we could see here in the press box behind home plate, and it went out of our field of view, but she went back to the backstop, and that's where it looked. I thought it might be going over our head, and the wind just pushed that one back into play. Tough adjustment for Brindley to make. She was trying to find that ball. That one up and in for a ball to even the count at 1-1. Rodriguez swings at that one right down the middle, but it's a 1-2. And another strikeout, that one, the second one of the day for Emma, and that will end the top of the second inning. So the Lady Lopes retired in order to start the second. We'll be back with the bottom half here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Yeah. Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies with a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Natalie Cuevas leading off for the Phillies, 5-6-7 due here in the bottom of the second. Natalie at first base. Looks at ball one. We did get a report. Angel in the outfield. Angel Flores running the camera out in left center field, reporting that Emma Davis's home run did in fact shatter a windshield beyond the left field fence. There's actually 2 cars deep where she hit it, and she hit the second one. It looks like it cleared the first row of cars, but there's a little sedan parked behind that SUV where her homer went. And the report is somebody's going to need a new windshield out there, courtesy of Emma Davis. So 1-2 count for Natalie here to start the bottom of the second. Phillies with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of that Davis solo home run in the first. And Natalie looks at strike 3 for the first out here in the bottom of the second. Now Camry Baker, who started this game in the circle, she switched places with Emma, went to shortstop there in the second. That one inside just a little bit for ball one. That one sharply hit to third base, but a 5-3 put out. Nice play from Riley Rexrod to get a glove on that and then throw it all the way across the diamond. 2 away now here for the Phillies in the bottom of the second as Kinsey Rodriguez comes to the plate. Another one of those Philly seniors, Emma Davis, Jordan Medina, Natalie Cuevas, Kinsey Rodriguez, Gabby Caro, and Des Johnson all playing their last home game as Phillies this afternoon. Kinsey looks at ball one. Phillies are 23-8 on the year, 10-1 in district play, trying to win one more 2-3A contest today to win an outright district championship. Swing and a miss there. She had a 2-0 count. She was looking to drive that one, but it was up and away. She was in front of that one. That one, Kinsey thought was inside, but called for a strike to make it 2-2. That one outside, so now it's a full count, 3-2. No, that was ball 4. I was confused by what he said, and I messed Rusty up in here in the box. He had 3-1 on the scoreboard, and then I said that. He changed it, so that's my fault right there. So she does walk. So that pitch that was inside was called a ball. I thought he called it a strike. So Kinsey goes down to first, and now Gabby Caro with a runner on and 2 out. She showed bunt, but then pulls it back. Squares the bunt, puts one down, and it hits her as she was getting up the first base line. So Gabby out there. And then she got hit by the pitcher. I don't know if you saw that on your screen or not. The pitcher was trying to throw that back in towards the circle, and she hit Gabby again as she was coming back to pick up her bat. So either way, third out of the inning. As she was trying to lay down the bunt for a hit. We've been having some technical difficulties over here, showing you commercials here on the Shallowater Sports Network. But we do want to thank all of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible and their support of Shallowater ISD and Shallowater Athletics. You've seen their commercials all year long, so I know you know who they are. You'll see their logos rotating that banner ad in the top right corner of your screen. We sure appreciate all of them and what they do. And now Cambry Baker warming back up in the circle. So she pitched the first, and now Emma Davis, who came on to pitch the second inning, they switched spots again. And Emma's going to go out to shortstop. Cambry will be back in the circle. Maybe just trying to keep both of these pitchers fresh, try to get both of them some work today as the Phillies get ready for their playoff run.
Now batting for the Lady Lokes, number 20, Stella Allred.
Stella Allred will come to the plate. 8-9-1 due up for Abernathy to start the third. Stella, the DH. Looked at ball one. That one I think was low. It's hard to tell from here. I try to catch the replay some or try to go back, but I've noticed sometimes going back, ones that I think are strikes do look low from where you can see it on TV. But up here, up in the press box, it looks good from here. But it's 1-1. That one was in the dirt to make it 2-1. That one is rolled toward third. It'll go foul. Jordan grabs it in the coach's box. So 2-2 to the 8-hole hitter for Abernathy, Stella Allred. Looks at one outside. That one in the dirt for ball four. And Cambry loses her. Stella will be at first base with a leadoff walk, and Alexis Barshear, the right fielder, the 9-hole hitter, coming to the plate now with a runner on first base. She squares the bunt, lays it down, but it's a foul ball. And you know that was in the scouting report because Jordan was already coming up to play bunt. This time she swings away and fouls it off. So 0-2 now for Alexis Barshear, excuse me. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Swing and a miss for strike three. Second strikeout for Cambry Baker today. Fourth of the game for the Phillies. And now back to the top of the order for Natalie Romo. She grounded out to third base in her first at bat. On the way. That one caught the inner half. Brindley was trying to check the runner at first. She threw it up the right field line. Dez goes to get it. But Stella Allred will trot down to second base. She was dancing off of first base, and Brindley didn't like it very much, so she threw down there and ends up giving her second base. That one outside. So 2-1. Again for the leadoff hitter, Natalie Romo. Fouls that one back, just got a piece of it. to make it 2-2. That one fouled away. So we'll see another 2-2 pitch from Cambry Baker. Again, Cambry pitched the first inning. Got a strikeout there, gave up one hit, but the Phillies stranded that hit. And then she gets a backwards K there, her third one of the game, fifth of the game for the Phillies, because Emma Davis came in to pitch the second inning. She picked up a couple of strikeouts in that inning, but fifth one on the day for the Phillies. And now 2 away here in the top of the third for the 2-hole hitter, Molly Shipley, the opposing pitcher. And she doubled in her first at bat, but she grounds that one right back to Cambry for out number 3. So a leadoff walk to Stella Allred, but they leave her at second base. So 0 runs on no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Take a look at Cambry just making quick work of that as Shipley rolled a soft one right off the end of the bat. It's 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. We may step away for commercials, we may not, but either way, I'll take a drink of water and we'll mute myself here for a second. All right, welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. Still having some of those technical difficulties. I know Zach Cole, producer over here, is frustrated, but as well as these broadcasts run week in and week out, no sweat here. Feel like if anybody deserves a little bit of grace, it's these guys. First pitch fouled into the Philly dugout. Des Johnson just making sure everybody's awake over there. This is Dez's first at bat of the game. The last of the 6 Philly seniors to come to the plate. 9-1-2 due for the Phillies here in the third. She's already made a really good play out in right field. Took a kind of line drive. That could have been a base hit. And extra bases for Abernathy. Drives this one deep into center field. It's going to get over the head of the center fielder, bounce up to the wall. She's rounding first base. She'll have a stand-up double, leadoff double here in the bottom of the third for Des Johnson. See that right down the middle. That's picture perfect, and just drives it deep into center field over that center fielder's head. You see now the center fielder a little bit deeper than what she was. As the Phillies get back to the top of the order, Brindley Currington will come to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Again, Brindley was 2 for 4 on Saturday in that big game in Childress. Lays down the bunt here, and it hit her while she was still in the box, so she'll come back. Brindley grounded to third to lead off this game in the bottom of the first. An RBI opportunity here in the bottom of the third, and she was way out in front of that one. That was right off the end of the bat. Little cue shot into foul territory. That one up and away. She didn't chase. Shipley in an 0-2 count, trying to see if she could get a cheap one. Shipley trying to work around a leadoff double from Des Johnson. That one, she goes inside for ball 2. She had Brindley leaning out over the plate. That one, she goes back outside, and it's a full count for Brindley. Three-two pitch on the way from Shipley. It's in the dirt for ball 4. So runners at first and second now for Jaden Luna. Jaden struck out in her first at bat. She was 1 for 4 with the run scored on Saturday against Childress.
Blue.
Shallowater FCA has missed matchup by the softball.
Number 3, Michelle Harper coming in to run for Des.
And we do have a courtesy runner out at second base. Michelle Harper will run for Des Johnson.
Jaden Luna.
Now after a little pause here for the courtesy runner, Jaden Luna steps into the box. She showed bunt, but pulls back, and that pass ball will advance both runners. Michelle Harper. We just talked about Michelle coming in. Well, they acted like they both took off, but they stay put. So I was about to say I look down and say they advance. Either way, there's a hit through the left side. It's going to score 1 as Harper will come in to score. Currington will stop at third, and Luna ends up at second base. To an RBI single for Jaden Luna.
Now batting number 8, Emma Davis.
Currington over to third, Luna at second. 2 runners in scoring position for Emma Davis. She homered on the first pitch that she saw in the first inning, and you know Shipley thinking about that one. She gets a called first strike there, low and inside to get ahead of Emma in the count, but first base is open, and you wonder if Emma's going to get much to hit. She bounces that one in front of the plate. She's going to try to make Emma hit something out of the zone if she's going to hit something. She drives this one into left center field. Center fielder overruns it. It gets to the fence. It's going to score 2 as Luna coming around from second. Emma will stop there at second base. That one looked like it was going to go to the backstop, the throw in at the plate, and Emma took off. The catcher actually did a good job to grab it, but Emma beats the throw to third base. Two more RBIs for Emma Davis.
Number 13, Jordan Medina.
Stand-up double for Emma. And then advancing to third on the throw. Jordan Medina comes to the plate. So Emma starting off her senior night with a home run and a double. She got 3 RBIs. Jordan Medina grounded to shortstop. She's got an RBI opportunity as the Phillies have it rolling here in the third. They've already plated 3 here in the third to make it 4-0. She pops this one into center field. Long run. She gets to it. But Emma Davis is going to tag and score, so an RBI for Jordan Medina.
Now batting number 20, Natalie Cuevas.
That was the first out here in the bottom of the third, so it clears the bases as Davis comes in to score. The Phillies have plated 4. Natalie Cuevas for her second at-bat, Philly first baseman. She struck out in the second and looks at ball 1 there. Natalie, quickly a 3-0 count. They're making Shipley work here in the third inning. They've plated 4 for a 5-0 lead and a 4-pitch walk for Natalie Cuevas. Cambry Baker steps to the plate now. She hit one hard to third in her first at bat, but it was a 5-3 put out. Good play at third base from Riley Rexrod to retire her in the first. Or in the second. That was in the second inning. And now we'll have a courtesy runner as Taylor Jarrett will run for Natalie Cuevas.
Number 12, Taylor Jarrett coming in to run for Nat.
So now Jarrett at first with Baker in the box. Cambry was 1 for 3 on Saturday with an RBI against Childress. Trying to keep the line moving here for the Phillies in the bottom of the third. Phillies already up 5-0. She shows bunt, but then pulls it back to look at ball 1. This one driven into left center field, off the glove of the center fielder, and it's going to get back to the fence. Jarrett's going to score from first. Cambry runs through the stop sign at third, and she's in safe for an in-the-park home run. Her second one of those in the year. Coach Rodriguez had gotten a little ways down the line telling her to stop, and she had too much momentum rounding third and just kept coming. Didn't even slide, but beat the throw to the plate. So 2 RBIs from Cambry Baker. These Philly pitchers are helping themselves out. 5 RBIs between the Philly pitchers today, 5 of the 7. And now Kenzie Rodriguez with her second at bat. Kenzie drew a walk in her first plate appearance. So really just it's her first at bat, second plate appearance. We're going to get technical here in the third. That one in the dirt. Kenzie maybe working on another walk here from Shipley. That one right down the middle. So it looked like Kenzie was taking all the way right there. 3-2, full count for Mackenzie Rodriguez. 3-2 on the way. She pops it up right behind the pitcher's mound in no man's land. Shortstop was unable to get it, so it'll look like a line drive in the scorebook at infield single.
Now batting number 1, Gabby Cole.
Now Gabby Caro in the box for the Phillies, still just one away. Gabby was out to end the second inning as she laid down a bunt and had so much spin on it as she was running to first base. It got in her way. She ran into the ball for out number 3. She's down in the count here, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Shipley. Second out of this inning. And the Phillies have batted around now as Des Johnson, who started this inning with a double and then came around to score, is back in the box for her second at bat. Oh, and 1 as she was swinging for the fence there. One and 1 now. Des, the 10th Philly to bat here, and she pops this one right over the second baseman. The second baseman got a glove on it, but just out of her reach. McKenzie will go first to third on that one. She was running all the way with 2 outs. First to third and a bloop single for Des. And we're back to the top of the order for Brindley Currington, who walked and scored a run earlier in this one. She shows bunt, but pulls it back to look at ball 1. That one outside for ball 2. Brindley ahead in the count here. Runners on the corners. That one low and inside. It's 2-0. On the way, and she'll take her free base. Now the 12th batter of this inning for the Phillies, and Jaden Luna coming to the plate. She singled and scored a run. Drove in a run with that single earlier in this third inning. They are loaded for Luna with 2 away. In the bottom of the third, they've already plated 6 here in the third. The Phillies can really blow this one open with a hit here from Jaden. That one was low. And it's 2-0, nowhere to put Jaden. That one right down the middle, so it's 2-1. Looked like Jaden was taken right there. Swinging away now, rolls that one to third. And Rexrod will just go step on third base for out number 3. So the Phillies get 7 runs on 6 hits. They leave them loaded in the bottom of the third, but it is now 7-1 after 3. We'll step away for just a second, but we'll be back with more Philly softball here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Welcome back to the ballpark. The Phillies with a 7-0 lead over the Lady Lopes from Abernathy in their final District 2 3A contest of the year. Trying to secure a district championship this afternoon. And the number 1 seed out of District 2 heading into the playoffs. 4-5-6 due here for Abernathy to start the 4th inning. Kendall Miller flew out to left field. She hit one right down the line. Gabby had to get all the way to the chalk to get her out in the 1st inning. Emma's back in the circle. She's ahead 0-2 here, so the Phillies have just alternated pitchers. Cambry and Emma have switched in and out from the circle to shortstop, and there's another strikeout for Emma Davis. So Baker pitched the 1st, Davis the 2nd, Baker the 3rd, and now Davis to start the 4th. Emma's 3rd strikeout of the day. That's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strikeout number 6 for Cambry and Emma combined. She's ahead in the count, 0-1 here. This one popped up left side. Jordan calls for it as it drifted back into fair territory. The wind pushed that one on the fair side of the chalk. 2 away here in the 4th. Brianna Shorter, Abernathy shortstop, for her 2nd at-bat. She lined out to Dez out in right field in her 1st at-bat to lead off the 2nd inning. So again, Emma ahead in the count, 0-1. Working quickly here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss, 0-2. When I say a miss, she fouled it off to the back of the screen, but either way, it's 0-2. So time called in the batter's box, and it was awarded. So now Emma set to go in the circle again. That one low and inside to make it 1-2. 1-2 outside, and she got her for the 7th Philly strikeout of the day. And a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 4th. No hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Phillies, 3.5 innings in the books. They are knocking on the doorstep of an outright district championship here, the win this afternoon. Take a look at that replay. Emma, another strikeout. We'll be back with more senior night action here for the Phillies on the Shallowater Sports Network. Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. The Phillies are trying to sew up a district championship. One more district game here before the playoffs start. Senior night for the Phillies, and
Now batting number 8, Emma.
all is going well here so far. They're leading 7-0 as we start the bottom of the 4th. 3-4-5 due up for the Phillies. Emma Davis, all she's done is homered and doubled. She's got 3 RBIs and she's scored twice. She drives this one into left center field. It's got a chance to get out of here off the fence. She's digging for second base. She is in with the stand-up double, her second double of the day, and that one was just a few feet short of getting out of here too. So a leadoff double. The Phillies immediately have a runner in scoring position as Jordan Medina steps to the plate, her 3rd plate appearance. She had a sac fly and an RBI in that 3rd inning where the Phillies sent 12 to the plate. Danielle Lavelle will come in to run.
Danny Lavelle coming in, courtesy runner from Emma Davis.
So Emma, after that double, gets to go back into the dugout. I need to flip the book over here. So Emma with 4 strikeouts in the circle, 2 innings of work, as her and Cambry Baker have been alternating. She's been out in the circle 2 innings. She's got 4 strikeouts, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and she's scored twice. And now Lavelle running for her at second base, but Medina with a chance to add to the Philly lead. If they can get 3 here in the bottom of the 4th, they could end this one early in the top of the 5th. Two and 0 to Jordan. Jordan was 1 for 4 on Saturday with an RBI in that game against Childress. I talk a lot about that game. That was huge. One of the better pitchers in the league, Ansley Parr. Phillies were able to get just enough of her at home for a 5-0 win. They get a 7-0 win in Childress, and that's allowing them to play for the district championship today at 10-1 in the district standings. 3-1 for Medina on the way, and it's high and outside, so she takes her walk. 2-1 now for Natalie Cuevas.
Now batting number 20, Natalie Cuevas.
So 3 seniors in a row right there. Emma Davis, Jordan Medina, and now Natalie Cuevas at the heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 in this game today. Natalie walked, and scored a run in that third. Looks like she's ready to bunt here. She pulls it back, but takes a strike on the outside corner. A little bit of cloud cover has moved in. It's nice. Not hot yet, but pretty warm out here today. Cloud cover always welcomed. This one hit through the right side. An RBI as Lavelle comes in to score from second. And Jordan Medina will end up at third. She goes first to third.
Now batting number 4, Cambry Baker.
RBI single for Natalie Cuevas. And Cambry Baker steps into the box for the Phillies. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Drives this one into left center field. It's got a chance to get out of here. It bounces to the wall. Medina's going to come in to score. Cuevas going to third, and it's a stand-up double for Cambry Baker. So 2 more here in the fourth for the Phillies. And still nobody out.
Now batting number 11, Kinsey Rodriguez.
Kinsey Rodriguez to the plate. She walked in her first plate appearance, singled in that third inning to keep the line moving. Phillies stranded her at third base. She's down in the count here, 0-1, but it's now 9-0. That one gets away from the catcher. Cuevas coming to the plate, and she is safe under the tag. The throw looked like it was in time. And that's what Shipley's saying too. She looked to the dugout and said, I don't know. But Cuevas gets under the tag. And scores on the pass ball. So now Cambry at third. Kinsey can drive one in without a hit here. She was late on that one, trying to go to the right side. It's 1-2. One, two on the way from Shipley. That one in the dirt, and I think that caught the shin of the umpire to keep it from getting to the backstop. The catcher laughs at that one. They're both laughing behind the plate. She said, thanks for that, appreciate it. So Cambry at third, for the moment. It's 2-2, nobody out. Swing and a miss for Kinsey. They'll throw it over to first, and they don't catch the ball. An error for the first baseman. Cambry comes in to score. McKenzie is still running. She'll make it all the way to third. So a drop third strike, and that turned into disaster there for Abernathy.
Now batting number 1, Gabby Bell.
So tough break for Shipley as she gets the strikeout, but Kinsey's on third. And now Gabby Caro at the plate for the Phillies. Looks at strike number 1. Gabby looking for her first hit today. That one well out of the zone. It's 11-0. The Phillies have played 4 here in the bottom of the fourth. Still nobody out. Despite the strikeout from Shipley, a drop third strike. And then the ball was dropped at third base. Or at first base, excuse me. And that allowed McKenzie to get all the way to third as that ball kind of trickled up the right field line. It's a 3-1 count for Gabby Caro. That one right down the middle. She got a piece of it to make it 3-1.
In the live stream, yeah.
3-1 on the way from Shipley.
It's all good.
Was outside for ball 4. So runners on the corners now for Des Johnson, who has doubled and singled. She doubled to lead off the third when she had 2 at-bats in that third inning. They sent 12 to the plate, scored 7 runs on 6 hits, the Phillies did in the third. Des will be the 7th Philly batter to come to the plate here in the 4th. There's still nobody out. Runners on the corners. Des looking like she's in a bunt. She shows bunt but pulls back for ball 1. Gabby's going to get to second on indifference. That one up and away. Phillies have done a good job of taking their walks and not really chasing anything outside of the zone. Des took a big swing at that, but fouled it off. McKenzie ran home anyways, and Gabby went to third, but the umpire just tells her, hey, kind of quietly, foul ball. I mean, in Kenzie's defense, there was no audible foul ball call, so you can always run back to third, but, if it had been a pass ball, she wouldn't have been able to score. So, err on the side of scoring. This one sharply hit into left field. 2 more RBIs for Des Johnson. And it's 15-0. No, it's 13-0. Y'all are jumping ahead of me. I'm looking at the scoreboard. You already had 2 up there. We'll give Des a double on that one because it did make its way all the way to the fence. Left field is playing deep, deep. She's just a few feet in front of the fence. Center field playing pretty deep now, too, as Brindley Currington comes to the plate. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Currington hits one right back up the middle. Des getting waved around third. She'll stand up and score.
Now batting number 6, Jaden Luna.
The line just keeps moving for the Phillies. 14-0 here. As they've plated 6 in the 4th. Or 7. Jeez, I can't keep up. A roller to the left side. They're going to try to get the out at second. But Brindley beat the throw. So she tried to get the fielder's choice. Brindley's safe at second. Jaden reaches on the fielder's choice. And now Emma Davis, who led off this inning with a double off the wall. Back up at the plate, still nobody out. Runners on first and second. She hits that one to second base. She steps on the bag, tried to get the double play. Emma will keep going on the air at first. It's in the dugout. So it's in the dugout. Brindley's run will count. Emma's got to stop at second. Jordan Medina now at the plate with one away now. That one in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, and Emma's going to jog down to third. The ball, or the throw, rolls into left field, and Emma will come around to score. A couple errors on that play. Score Emma from second base. Medina's ahead in the count. 0-2, or 2-0, excuse me. Nine across here in the fourth. So 6 in the third. 9 already in the fourth, still just one away, and a 3-0 count for Jordan Medina. That one was in there for a strike to make it 3-1. Looked like Jordan was taking all the way, probably swinging away here. Swings at ball 4. That one was up and out of the zone. She helped her out. You can see she looked at the dugout like, I don't know why I swung at that, but she fouls it back. 16-0 now. Phillies will have a chance to end this game with the run rule in the 5th inning. 3 outs away from that. 16-point lead. 16-run lead. And Medina takes another walk. She walked earlier in this inning, came around to score, back on first base via the walk. And now Natalie Cuevas, who has singled, driven in a run, scored twice. Back at the plate here in the fourth. One outside. Well, then a late strike call. So it's 0-1. That one up and away to make it 1-1. 16-0. Maybe the home plate umpire widening the zone just a little bit. I'm trying to wrap this one up. Be on time for dinner. This one hit right back up the middle. Shipley with a nice play to stab that. And they get out number 2 with the 1-3 put out. So Medina will advance to second.
Number 13, Cassidy Dutra entering the game.
Cassidy Dutra will come in to courtesy run. Cambry Baker is at the box, or in the box for the Phillies. That's Coach Rodriguez and the home plate umpire. Do some paperwork here behind the plate for that courtesy runner. So 2-way now. Dutra replaces Medina at second base. Cambry will have an RBI opportunity here. She's driven in 3, scored twice already. Let's see, let me go count her strikeouts on the other side. She's got 3 strikeouts in the circle in 2 innings of work. That one gets away from the catcher, and Dutra will make her way to third. And another late strike call. I was ready to say 2-0. That's 1-1. That one was pretty far outside, but chow time for the blue and Camry. That one was outside too, but I think Camry probably figured she had to swing at that one. They were going to call it a strike anyways. So 1-2 now for Camry. Maybe a chance just to drive this one into right field. If they're going to stay away from her. That one outside, low. That one was in the dirt, so 2-2. 2-2-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. 16-0 in favor of the Phillies. Camry trying to do more damage. She fouls that one away off the top of the backstop. I'm not going to lie, I'm getting pretty hungry too. We can smell the popcorn from downstairs. That has been killing me, man. It smells so good. There's ball 3 outside, so a full count for Camry. Three-two on the way from Shipley. That one outside. And Camry takes a walk. So runners on the corners now for Kenzie Rodriguez. She struck out earlier in this fourth inning, but ended up on third base after a drop third strike and then an error at first, trying to get her out at first base, and she gets all the way to third, ends up scoring. There, Camry will take off and get to second on indifference. So 2 runners in scoring position now for the senior, Kenzie Rodriguez. That one catches the outside corner to make it 1-1. Kenzie, maybe more than anything, there's 3 seniors at the bottom of this lineup. 7, 8, 9, Kenzie Rodriguez, Gabby Caro, and Des Johnson. Maybe just try to keep it moving so they all get one more at bat. Kenzie pokes that one to the right side. Easy play for the first baseman and out number 3. But the Phillies plate 9 in the bottom of the fourth, 15 over the last 2 innings. And they've got a 16-0 lead as we head to the 5th. We'll be back with more Phillies softball right after this here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Welcome back to the ballpark here in Shallowater. It is senior day, and it's been a good one for the Phillies. Phillies take a 16-0 lead to the top of the 5th inning. A chance to get out of here early if they can get 3 more outs without giving up a couple of runs here. Phillies sent 12 batters to the plate in the 3rd inning and scored 6 runs. They sent 14 to the plate in the 4th and plated 9. 16-0. It's been a good day for the Phillies at the plate. They haven't chased much out of the zone. They've taken their walks and then gotten their hits with ducks on the ponds. And then the 2 pitchers for the Phillies, Camry Baker and Emma Davis, have been rotating.
Addie leads.
They pitched 2 innings apiece, and they have not given up a run. They've got 7 strikeouts between them, but they have controlled the game in the circle for the Phillies, and the Phillies have done plenty of damage at the plate. Will be Baker's 3rd inning of work. She's pitched the 1st, the 3rd, and now the 5th. So she pitched that 3rd. It's been a while since she was out in the circle. That was a long break between the Phillies at bat in the 3rd. And then it was a 1-2-3 inning for Emma Davis in the 4th, but then the Phillies, again, sent 14 to the plate in the 4th. So been a while since Cambry's been in the circle. The 3rd inning was a long time ago. 1-1 here to Addie Lease. 6, 7, 8 due up for Abernathy here in the 5th. Addie struck out in her first at bat. That was Emma's inning in the 2nd, so Emma struck her out. 2-2 now. That one in the dirt, so it'll be a full count for Lease. Trying to get a little something going here for the Lady Lopes. That one in the dirt for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Lease. And now Pilar Rodriguez coming to the plate. She struck out to end the 3rd inning in her only other plate appearance. Looks at ball 1 there. That one hit well down the left field line. It's in fair territory. Gabby chasing it down. Gets it to Medina at 3rd. But a double from Pilar Rodriguez. And runners at 2nd and 3rd for Stella Allred. First time Abernathy's had somebody in scoring position since that 1st inning. They got a double from Molly Shipley in the 1st, but they stranded her there.
Time, Blue.
Now with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Coach Rodriguez out there with Cambry and Brindley. Emma too is in the circle. They're all looking at it. Looks like a little hole maybe that's been created there at the front of the circle. Emma trying to pack it down. It's 16-0 in favor of the Phillies here in the top of the 5th inning. That one low for ball 1. So as a pitcher, you want to try to stay in some kind of rhythm. And as good as those long innings are, you know, you love the run support, but then you hate sitting on the bench for so long. And Cambry set for 2 very long innings. She's behind in the count here, 2-0. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. That one right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 for Allred. Allred walked in her only other plate appearance. There's a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Two on the way. Or no, that was ball 4. So, ball 4, and they're now loaded for Alexis Barshier, the 9-hole hitter. Infield in now for the Phillies. That one in the dirt. Brindley did a good job of keeping that in front of her. So bases loaded, nobody out. Gets a strike call there to make it 1-1. That one low for ball 2. Barshier struck out in her first plate appearance. Swings at that one outside. She was trotting off to the dugout like she struck out. That was just strike number 2. That one inside. Full count, nowhere to put her. Three-two on the way. That one outside for ball 4. And that will bring Addie Lease around from third base, move everybody else up. Bring back the top of the order. Natalie Romo, center fielder, will lead off for her third plate appearance. She grounded to third in her first and struck out looking her second at bat. That one inside for ball 1. That one up and away for ball 2, so 2-0 now. It's a Romo, the leadoff hitter. That one low, and it gets away from Brindley, so there will be a play at the plate. Really no throw. Pilar Rodriguez, who doubled, comes around to score on that. Allred to third. Barshier to second. It's 3-0 now on Natalie Romo. And Emma Davis in the circle. So a quick switch. That one fouled off the plate. It's a fair ball. Brindley picked it up in fair territory. I thought it was off the plate. Couldn't tell if it touched the batter in the batter's box or anything, but felt like we heard an extra sound in there. But either way, bounce off the plate and then just stays right in fair territory. So bases loaded now for Molly Shipley. She doubled in her first at bat. Double here would put a crooked number up on the scoreboard. They've already plated 2 here. They've got the bases loaded. She swings at one outside to make it 2-1. Emma working quick. That one fouled off. Bounced off the plate and hit Shipley in the hip. So 2-2. Phillies trying to get their first out here in the top of the 5th. There's one hit sharply to Cuevas. It gets out of her glove, and she gets one. So a 3 unassisted will score a run, though, as Allred comes in to score. Barshier to third. Romo advances to second. And again, 3 unassisted for Cuevas over at first base to get Shipley. That one right off the end of the bat, back to Emma. Emma's going to come to the plate. Tag out there. So fielder's choice, and they mow the runner down. Emma, that ground ball kind of took her to her right towards third base, and instead of trying to turn around and throw it to first, she just goes for the 1-2 put out. So there's 2 away now for Riley Rexrod, the third baseman. That one got away from Brindley just a little ways, but not enough for Barshear to make the move. That one right back to Emma. She'll flip it over to Natalie at first, and that's the ball game. 16-3. The Fillies outright district champions in District 2. They will finish the year, the regular season at least, 24-8, 11-1 in district play. I don't know what the pause is. We got the officials coming, or the umpires walking up the third base line, so I'm just kind of waiting to see. They're talking to Coach Rodriguez. And then they keep making their way out of the park, but they'll line up. I didn't know what he was about to say. They delaying the handshakes a little bit. The final here this afternoon, 16-3. Again, the Fillies will finish as outright district champs, 11-1. They'll be the 1 seed going into the playoffs that'll start next week. Not sure exactly who they'll play. It'll either be Dalhart or Tulia. It'll be the 4th place team out of District 1. And as soon as we know when and where that will be, we'll let you know. But the Fillies finish off senior night with a big-time win. Gabby Caro, Emma Davis, Kenzie Rodriguez, Jordan Medina, Des Johnson, and Natalie Cuevas go out on a high note. So I know the Fillies have more goals down the line, but they checked the first box today. District championship, always one of the first goals of the season. They checked that box and move into the playoffs as the 1 seed. We'll keep it here so that you can see the presentation of a district championship trophy. I see Rodney Vincent over there by third base. He's got the Gold Glove trophy ready to bring out there. Now he's walking over here to the press box. I don't know what. I feel like we need to do something here.
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely. We're going to wait and do anything until they have trophy, right?
So the Fillies with a team prayer out near second base. We'll let them finish that up and then announce them as district champions, where Coach Vincent can take the trophy out there and let the celebration begin. Again, goal number 1, box number 1 checked for the Fillies in a district championship. A dominant run through district play and capped off with a dominant 16-3 win today over Abernathy. Phillies sent 12 to the plate in the third. Scored 6, and then 14 to the plate in the fourth and scored 9 to really blow this game open. Abernathy got 3 in the top of the 5th, but 16-3 the final here in Shallowater, and it looks like that team prayer wrapped up. And we can announce the Phillies as district champions. Here you go.
All right, after another great game, I'm proud to announce the 2023-2024 Shallowater Philly District Champs.
The Angel in the outfield has moved to the infield. You see he's doing the camera work there to show you that trophy presentation. We may take a quick break, and I'll run downstairs to try to get some post-game interviews for you. So stick right here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
All right, after a moment, everybody, we'd like to take a moment to honor our seniors this year. If we could get our seniors to line up with their parents. While our seniors are getting lined up with their parents, Coach Rodriguez would like to express her gratitude to the seniors for an absolutely incredible season. We wanted to express their leadership and unwavering effort.
Okay, we're on the field right now. We're gonna bring you some post-game interviews, but we're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna turn it over to the PA. We'll let Rusty do take care of all the senior festivities, and once the senior festivities are over, then we'll do some post-game interviews. But just wanted to let you know. So that's what you'll see right here. We'll mute the mic again, and then we'll have some post-game interviews after all the senior acknowledgments.
right, seniors, are you ready? Our first senior that we want to congratulate this year is number 1, Gabby Caro. She's being escorted by her family, Israel and Priscilla Caro, her siblings Evelyn, Grace, and Ryan Caro. Gabby is the left fielder for the Fillies. Gabby's favorite color is green, and her favorite snack is Reese's. Her favorite quote is, "Your mind is your only limit." Gabby's favorite memory this senior year was when we were in Roses and backed up into a pole. Gabby will attend Texas Tech University and will major in business marketing management. Also, we'd like to extend a congratulations to Gabby is also the recipient of this year's Terry Scholarship. Congratulations, Gabby. Our next senior to congratulate is number 8, Emma Davis. Emma is being escorted by her dad, Larry Davis. All right, let's try this again. Can everybody hear me? All right, let's try this again. Let's start off with number 1, Gabby Caro. Gabby is escorted by her family, Israel and Priscilla Caro. She has her siblings, Evelyn, Grace, and Ryan Caro. Gabby is the left fielder for the Fillies. Gabby's favorite color is green, and her favorite snack is Reese's. Her favorite quote is, "Your mind is your only limit." Gabby's favorite memory was when we were at Roses and backed into a pole. Gabby will attend Texas Tech University and will major in business marketing management. We would also like to extend a congratulations to Gabby as she is this year's recipient of the Terry Scholarship. Congratulations, Gabby. Our next senior to congratulate is number 8, Emma Davis. Emma is being escorted by her dad, Larry Davis. Emma is the ace pitcher for the Fillies and plays shortstop. Her favorite color is blue. Favorite snack is trail mix. Her favorite quote is, "If you let it define you, it will." Emma's favorite memory was when we came back and walked off Atlanta. Emma will attend Midland College to continue her softball career. She will also major in finance and eventually become a softball coach. Congratulations, Emma. Our next senior to congratulate is number 11, Mackenzie Rodriguez. Mackenzie is being escorted by her mom, Elizabeth, and her stepdad, Israel. Mackenzie plays second base for the Fillies. Her favorite color is purple. Her favorite food is gummy bears. Mackenzie's favorite quote is, "Nothing can bring you peace but yourself," by the great Ralph Waldo Emerson. Mackenzie's favorite memory was when they were running to warm up and Des fell in a hole. Mackenzie is going to attend Texas Tech University and major in criminology. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Next senior to congratulate is number 14, Jordan Medina. Jordan is being escorted by her parents, Freddie and Melissa Medina, along with her brother, Gavin. Jordan is a third baseman for the Fillies. Her favorite color is lavender, and her favorite snack is lemon Lay's. Her favorite quote is, "May I never forget on my best day that I still need God as desperately as I did on my worst day." Joe's favorite memory is hitting her first home run in Midland. Congratulations, Jordan. Our next senior to congratulate is number 17, Desiree Johnson. Des is being escorted by Abdul and Lola Johnson. Desiree is the Phillies' right fielder. Her favorite color is purple, and her favorite snack is peach rings. Her favorite quote is, "The pain you've been feeling cannot compare to the joy that is coming." Romans 8:18. Dez's favorite memory is when we went to play in Llano and Phoenix hit a ball to center and we won and tackled her at second. Desiree will attend South Plains College and major in real estate and then transfer to Texas Tech and major in business marketing. Congratulations, Desiree. Our next senior to congratulate is number 18, Natalie Cuevas. Natalie is being escorted by Joe and Laura Cuevas, along with Mitchell Cuevas, David Cuevas, and Michelle Garza. Natalie is the Phillies' first baseman. Her favorite color is red, and she loves off boot, and Nat's favorite quote is, "You don't understand what I'm doing, but one day you will." John 13:7. My favorite memory, says Natalie, was when I stretched for the ball and everyone ran and hugged me because I did the splits. Natalie will be attending South Plains College and major in nursing. Congratulations, Natalie. Our final senior to congratulate is Jayla Sandrick. Jayla is being escorted by Brittany. Jayla is the manager for the Phillies. Her favorite quote is, "You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself become defeated." Jayla's favorite memory is meeting all the girls and making amazing memories. Congratulations, Jayla. Let's give all these seniors one more amazing round of applause. Parents, if you want to get any pictures now, it'd be the best time before they break off. Congratulations once again, seniors, and we hope you have a wonderful life.
Hey, Baker, who's Desire? all three.
I don't know where Emma went.
She's starting to recruit.
Yeah, I know you've been watching it the whole time, so we wanted to show you all the senior festivities before we got these on-field interviews here in the Edward Jones post-game show of the Phillies with the 16-3 win to wrap up an 11-1 season and a district championship. So I know that's not the end goal, but it's one of them. So you check a big box today with that district championship. Just tell us about how proud you are of your girls.
I'm extremely proud because when we first started, I think that we weren't even a thought on most opponents' mind, and for us to turn it around and work hard and get this done, it's true testament of the girls' hard work and then what God can do if you do all things through Him.
I got to ask you about this group of seniors too. 6 seniors on the team. We're going to talk to the 2 senior captains in just a second, but talk about this group of seniors and what they've done to make this a special year, but not just this year, kind of how they've built for the last 4 or 5.
Well, one thing that's super special about this group is they were my first group when I came in as a JV coach. And so just to see where they were at and then where they are now is just, it's amazing and it's heartfelt, and they will always hold a special part in my heart. They have true leadership, they have grit, everything you want to make a coach's dream come true and job easy. It's this class of 2024.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thanks for doing this. I know you probably got pictures to take and people to talk to over there, so we'll let you go.
Thank you for everything.
All right, and now Jordan Medina, third baseman, again, senior captain, one of our Renfro Construction players of the game here on senior night. Jordan, talk about how much fun it is to go out in your senior campaign with the district championship.
It's definitely, I wasn't from here, and I'm not from here, but when I first got here, man, is this team a family? And so, I don't have a strong connection as I would if I came here my freshman year, but it's very emotional being, as a senior, being with these kind of people, because they're just a family, and they lift me up in ways that I don't think other people could lift me up. So it's great, and to be district champs, it's awesome. So.
And talk about your co-captain over here and kind of what she's meant to the program. She leads the way and does a lot of the work in the circle, not just in the circle, but also at the plate. Talk about her performance, because I know she's probably not going to brag on herself.
Yeah.
Talk about Emma a little bit.
She's definitely something. She's like, if I could say anyone's like my sister, she's definitely like my bigger sister. She's there, and on the mound, if I'm struggling or even when she's struggling, I'll look at her. We'll just give each other that look, and she's got it. We're good, and she definitely leads the team in ways that I can't even lead the team. So she's definitely a huge asset on the team. So.
Well, congratulations on a big senior night win and a district championship. We'll see you guys in the playoffs.
Okay, see you.
All right, and now Emma Davis, the other senior captain and Renfro Construction player of the game here on the Edward Jones postgame show. Emma, you've been doing work all year long. In the circle and at the plate, you had another home run today. I don't remember how many RBIs. Score sheet's kind of a mess because of y'all sent 12 to the plate in the third and 14 to the plate in the fourth inning. But just talk about how much fun it is in your senior campaign with a big win at home, but also with the district championship.
I would say this is definitely the most fun year that I've had. Just knowing that all of us have came together and we've all learned how to work together is just amazing, and I don't know what I would do without any of these girls. They have really impacted my life a bunch and made me a better person.
Yeah. And so I'm going to kind of do the same thing that I did with Jordan. I asked her to brag on you a little bit. Why don't you brag on Jordan and your other seniors? We don't want to forget Gabby, Kinsey, and Des and Natalie. Just talk about you guys as a group of seniors being able to go out on top like this.
It really means a lot to us. This is something that we have been fighting for. We've been talking about it all year. We knew that nobody was looking at us to be district champs, but we just all told each other we could do it. And something with all the girls that we've really worked on is being confident in ourselves. And that's something that all of us seniors have brought to the table, especially Nat and Desi. Nat and Gabby, they have really brought confidence to the table, and Kinsey and Nat, they're friends that just get each other, and they really bring that other asset to the team of just knowing how each other work, and they really just hype everybody up. And I don't know what I would do without any of these girls. And Jordan's like that flame that you need. She always is dancing. She's always happy, and I don't know what I would do without her, because sometimes I just need to be happy.
All right. Well, what's the mindset now as you guys head into the playoffs? We still don't know who you'll play out of District 1 yet, but what's the mindset now as it's survive and advance in the playoffs?
The mindset is PFE, that's play for each other, and we're hungry right now because we lost against Slayton, and we don't want to do that again. So we want to go far in the playoffs this year. It's our last shot. Let's just go and get them.
Well, congratulations on a district championship, and we look forward to watching you guys in the playoffs.
All right, thank you.
All right, so, again, 16-3 here on senior night. The Fillies with another big win over Abernathy. They wrap up an 11-1 district season and a district championship. So we'll follow them as soon as we know when and where they'll be playing, whether it's Dalhart or Tulia out of District 1. The 4 seed from District 1 is who they'll be matched up with in the bi-district round of the playoffs. So fast and furious. I feel like this school year has flown by. We're already in playoffs for softball and baseball, but we will send it over to the other side of the parking lot for Zach Cole, Angel Flores, and Mia Davidson. I'm Nathan Riojas. So long from the softball field here in Shallowater. We'll see you across the street.